All right, get ready because we're going deep into Inside Out.
Oh,
That
yeah.
Pixar movie that makes you laugh and cry all at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
And we've got all kinds of sources here,
Oh,
called like IMDb, trivia, and even some FAQs
okay.
ready to be like totally dissected.
Sounds good.
And we're going way beyond just like a simple recap. We're
Wow.
going to really see what Inside Out can like reveal about our own emotions and memories.
Interesting.
You know, and maybe even like how we understand ourselves.
Yeah. I think what's so interesting about Inside Out is how it takes these like abstract ideas,
Yeah.
like our emotions and memories,
Yeah.
and it turns them into characters and like places we can actually picture.
Yeah.
It's not just like educational,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
this powerful way of telling a story
Yeah,
that really gets us thinking about like what's going on inside.
for sure. And, you know, a lot of people talk about how accurate the movie is
Yeah.
in portraying emotions.
Yeah.
But, like, can it really be accurate when it only uses 5? Joy, sadness, fear, anger, and disgust.
Right.
I mean, they can't capture all of them, right?
Well, yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
I mean, 5 emotions is just a starting point, really, just to get the basics.
Hmm.
But the interesting thing is how the movie uses those 5 to show how emotions work together,
Oh, okay.
not just on their own.
Gotcha.
Like, remember the scene where Joy tries to, like, shut sadness out completely?
Yeah.
Keep her away from the controls?
Right.
And it totally backfires. And Riley ends up, like, super emotional.
Yeah, that's a good point.
So it's not saying that sadness is good or joy is bad.
Right.
It's saying that it's dangerous to, like, ignore certain emotions.
Mhm.
And that to be emotionally healthy, you have to, like, accept all your emotions.
Even the, like, icky ones.
Exactly. Even the ones that feel bad.
Yeah.
It's pushing back against that idea that you always have to be happy.
Right.
It's showing that sadness, anger, even fear, they all have a purpose.
Okay, but I mean, hold on. The movie really shifts when Joy realizes that sadness needs to kind of take charge sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
But that wasn't the original plan, was it?
Right. At first, the filmmakers thought joy and fear would be the main pair.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
But Pete Docter, the director,
Yeah?
he was on a walk one day feeling kind of down.
Oh.
And he suddenly realized that sometimes it's the emotions that are like not fun
Oh.
that help us deal with tough times
Interesting.
and grow.
Wow. So that one like completely changed the whole movie.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Like, can you imagine Inside Out with fear and joy, like making jokes together?
Oh, gosh.
That would have been so different.
Yeah, it would have been a totally different movie.
Totally.
And it might have sent a very different message, too,
Yeah.
about dealing with your emotions
Right.
instead of avoiding or like pushing them down.
Uh-huh.
The movie shows us that it's powerful to let your emotions lead you,
Mm.
even when it's not what you expected.
It makes you wonder if all this focus on happiness we have is actually like stopping us from growing.
That's deep.
Maybe we need some more sadness to actually appreciate the joy.
You know, that's a really interesting thought.
Yeah.
And it's what the movie does so well.
Yeah.
It uses a simple story
Right.
to get us thinking about really complex human experiences.
Okay, so speaking of complex experiences,
Yeah.
let's talk about Bing Bong,
Right.
Riley's imaginary friend,
Oh, yeah.
who wasn't like a total mess when he sacrificed himself
Oh, man.
in the memory dump.
That was rough.
So sad.
Bing Bong is like that perfect picture of that childlike wonder
Mm-hmm.
and creativity that we lose as we get older. The
Yeah.
fact that he's willing to just disappear so Joy can save Riley
Mm-hmm.
is heartbreaking.
So sad.
But it also shows us that letting go can be bittersweet,
Yeah.
you know?
It's like we're saying goodbye to a part of ourselves.
Yeah.
All those childhood dreams
Yeah.
that just don't fit anymore.
Mm-hmm.
But there's also like a freedom in letting go.
Yeah, there is.
Isn't there?
It's like admitting that growing up means losing some things
Mm.
and that those losses can be necessary to become who we're supposed to be.
Yeah, that's a good point.
And this actually leads perfectly into one of the coolest visual ideas in the movie,
Oh, yeah?
Riley's personality islands.
Those are so cool.
I know, right?
So visually striking.
They're such a great visual metaphor for how our core memories are like the foundation of our personality,
Yeah.
our values, our interests.
Yeah.
And the fact that they can actually crumble
Yeah.
and change as we change
Mm-hmm.
is such a powerful way of showing how our identities are always being shaped
Yeah.
by what we go through.
And when those core memories are challenged,
Right.
like when Riley moves to a new city,
Mm-hmm.
the islands start to fall apart.
Exactly.
reflecting all the turmoil she's feeling inside.
Yeah, it's a clever way to show how fragile identity is,
Yeah.
especially during big changes.
It really makes you think about your own personality islands.
Ugh.
Like, what memories are they built on?
Yeah.
And how have they changed over time
Totally.
as you've faced new things and challenges?
That's a great question.
It's like a question we all ask ourselves at some point, right? What experiences made me who I am today?
Yeah.
And like, how do we deal with our inner world changing
Right.
as we grow and change?
Those are exactly the questions Inside Out makes us think about.
Yeah.
And we'll keep exploring them as we go deeper into the movie's themes and symbols.
For sure.
Okay.
All right. You know, one of the things that really struck me about Inside Out
Yeah.
is how it deals with the idea of like emotional maturity.
Oh, yeah.
It doesn't have that like cheesy happy ending where Riley just like magically goes back to her old self.
Exactly. It's not about erasing the sadness or the hard times.
Yeah.
It's more about showing that when we include those experiences, even the painful ones,
Yeah.
that's how we become more well-rounded people.
And you can really see that in how Riley's control console changes.
Oh, yeah, in headquarters.
Yeah, like at the beginning, it's mostly Joy running things, right?
Right.
The other emotions are kind of just there.
Yeah, they don't have as much say.
But by the end,
Yeah.
the console is like way bigger.
Totally.
It has room for all the emotions.
It's like Riley's emotional intelligence has grown.
Oh, I like that.
She's not just controlled by joy anymore.
Right.
All her emotions have a place at the table.
Yeah.
They all get to help her decide what to do.
It's such a cool way to show that as we grow up,
Uh-huh.
our emotions become like more complex.
Yeah, definitely.
It's not just one emotion calling the shots.
Right.
We learn to see how each feeling is important
Yeah.
and how they affect what we do.
Exactly. And it really emphasizes that message,
Yeah.
that there's no such thing as a bad emotion.
Right.
Every emotion has a purpose. And trying to ignore or hide them can actually hurt us.
Yeah. It's like what we were saying before.
About always having to be happy.
Yeah.
Inside Out
Yeah.
totally flips that idea.
Yeah.
And shows us that to really live authentically, we have to accept all our emotions.
Even the ones that make us uncomfortable.
Exactly.
And it's not just about us.
Yeah.
It's about connecting with other people, too.
Yay.
Remember when Riley finally breaks down
Mm-hmm.
and tells her parents how sad she is?
Oh, yeah.
That's like a huge turning point
Totally.
because it lets her reconnect with them
Yeah.
on a much deeper level.
Right.
By being vulnerable
Yeah.
and showing her true feelings,
Mm-hmm.
she opens up a space for them to understand her.
Right.
And it shows that even sadness
Mm-hmm.
can bring people closer
Yeah.
if we're willing to share it,
It's a really powerful message.
especially when we're always told to hide our weaknesses
Yeah.
and pretend to be happy all the time.
Totally.
I also think it's interesting how the movie portrays memory.
Oh, yeah.
The way memories are like these glowing orbs
Mm-hmm.
that shape who we are
Yeah.
and affect our emotions.
And the idea that some memories are like super important, like core memories that make up our personality islands, it makes you think about
Yeah.
which experiences in your own life have really made you who you are.
Yeah.
It also makes you wonder
Yeah.
if memories can change. Yeah, like how Riley's memories of her hockey team
Oh, right.
start out happy, but
Yeah.
then become sad
Right.
as she struggles in San Francisco. It shows how our emotions can change how we remember things.
Right.
What might have been a happy memory
Huh.
could become sad,
Yeah.
or even like traumatic,
Wow.
depending on how we're feeling now.
And on the flip side, something that seemed bad before
Right.
could end up being a good learning experience or
Yeah.
even like a source of strength
Totally.
once we understand it better.
Yeah, it's like our emotions and memories are
Mhm.
always playing off each other, and that's
Mhm.
what makes our stories so unique.
That idea of memories like constantly changing
Yeah.
really sticks with me.
It's like we're always looking back
Yeah.
and changing how we see the past based on how we feel now. And those changed memories then affect
Right.
how we think and feel and act in the future.
Yeah.
It all connects.
Did you notice how some of the memory orbs in Riley's head
Yeah.
actually have scenes from other Pixar movies?
Oh, yeah, the Easter eggs.
Yeah.
They're not just fun little things.
Right.
They also suggest
Yeah.
that our memories are connected to the stories we see and hear.
Oh, interesting.
It's like our emotions aren't just shaped by our own experiences,
Yeah.
but also by the books and movies and even video games we love.
That's so true.
And those shared stories can
Yeah.
have a huge impact.
On how we understand our feelings.
think about how certain movies or songs
Yeah.
make different people feel certain ways.
Right.
It's like we're all part of this giant web of stories and emotions,
Yeah.
all affecting each other.
And that web?
Goes beyond just made-up
Yeah.
stories. It includes real events and history and even our everyday interactions.
It's amazing to think
Yeah.
how all those things
Yeah.
come together to make us who we are.
So we've talked about emotional maturity and memory and the impact of stories.
It's incredible how much depth there is
I know. It's
in
so,
this seemingly simple animated film.
and we've only just scratched the surface.
I know, right?
There's so much more to Inside Out,
Yeah.
from the character design to the use of color and symbolism.
Yeah.
We could talk about it for hours.
I think that's why it resonates with so many people
Yeah.
of all ages.
It's not just a kid's movie.
It's a work of art
that makes us think and talk.
long after it's over.
And it shows how powerful animation can be.
Yeah.
It can be just as moving and meaningful.
As any live action film.
Don't underestimate animated movies.
I won't.
They can be funny and smart and make you think.
For sure.
And they can talk about complicated things in a way that everyone can understand.
We've been talking about all this like deep stuff.
Yeah.
Emotional maturity and memory.
Right.
And how stories shape us.
Yeah.
But let's not forget that Inside Out is also really funny.
Oh, yeah, totally.
The emotions are like so perfectly cast.
Oh, for sure.
And their personalities are so spot on. They practically steal the show.
The casting is perfect.
Yeah.
Lewis Black as Anger.
Oh, yeah.
Amy Poehler as Joy.
Love her.
They're amazing.
And
it's not just their voices.
Right.
The animators really captured each emotion, like, perfectly.
I know.
Like how they move and everything.
Joy is like this little ball of sunshine.
Yeah.
All sparkly and energetic.
And Sadness is all slumpy and blue.
Yeah.
Literally dragging herself around.
It's amazing.
It's brilliant.
And I read somewhere
Yeah.
that each emotion was designed based on a shape,
Oh, yeah, that's right.
which is so clever.
I know.
Joy's a star. Sadness is a teardrop.
Yeah.
Anger is like a brick. Those shapes really emphasize their personalities
Totally.
and how they move in Riley's mind.
Wait, so is Disgust like broccoli?
Yes.
Really?
Apparently, Pete Docter, the director, loves broccoli.
Interesting.
So no judgment there.
It's those little details
Yeah.
that add so much depth and humor to the movie.
It makes you appreciate how much thought went into every little thing.
It makes you wonder about all the emotions they didn't include.
Oh, yeah.
I read that they considered up to 27 emotions,
Oh, wow.
but they narrowed it down to 5
Yeah.
to keep things simple.
Can you imagine 27 emotions
I can't
running
imagine.
around in Riley's head?
That would be insane.
Total chaos.
But some of the emotions they cut are really interesting.
Yeah, like what?
Surprise,
Fire.
pride, trust. I even thought about shame.
Shame.
I know. Oh, man.
Can you imagine a shame character
Oh, God.
in headquarters?
That would have been hilarious.
I know.
Maybe a little too much.
For a kid's movie.
Yeah, probably.
But I read some reviews
Oh, yeah.
where people said that Inside Out actually helped them
Really?
deal with tough stuff,
Like what?
like depression and anxiety.
Wow.
It just shows you
Yeah.
that even though it's animated
Right.
and has talking emotions,
Yeah.
it still deals with real issues that affect people of all ages.
It's a testament to animation.
Yes.
This way of telling stories.
It's not just for kids.
Exactly.
It can be just as powerful
And emotionally moving.
as any live-action film.
I hope that's something people take away from this.
Yeah.
Don't dismiss animated films. They can be funny and insightful and make you really think.
Yeah.
And they can explore complex themes.
In a way that's engaging for everyone.
Yeah, exactly.
So as we wrap up our deep dive into Inside Out, I think it's clear that this movie
Yeah.
is more than just a heartwarming story
Right.
about a girl growing
It's
up
a masterpiece.
that combines humor and heart
Yeah.
with these profound insights.
Into how our minds work?
It makes us look at our own emotions
Yeah.
and appreciate the complexity.
Of our inner world.
And it reminds us that even when things are chaotic,
Yeah.
there's always hope.
And room to grow.
And most importantly,
Yeah.
it reminds us that it's okay to feel all of our emotions.
Oh, yeah.
The joy, the sadness, the
Yeah.
anger, the fear, because they all make us who we are.
Beautifully said.
And with that,
Yeah.
we'll leave you to explore
The amazing landscapes.
of your own inner world.
Oh, until next time.
Keep diving deep.